In this video, I'm going to show you how to resolve an issue if you launch the Child Check-in application by MudPie Creations and you get an unable to connect to database message. And at the bottom, it says login failed for user SA. So this is the third video in a series, and if you've gotten a unable to connect to database message without the login failed for user SA, please be sure to check out the step 1 and step 2 videos because the key thing for this solution is that you'll see login failed for user SA. So if you see this message, login failed for user SA, it means that as you were installing the child check-in application, that during the SQL portion of the install, then something was changed in the on the install screens that was already filled in for you and should not have been changed. Or if you did step 1 of the series and you tried to start this SQL service and it did not start, you received an error message of some sort and it wouldn't start, then you may have the rare instance where SQL has become corrupt, and so then this step would also be relevant to fix the issue that you're experiencing. Okay, so I'm going to hit the OK button here, and I'm going to close the child check-in app. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to uninstall SQL. So on the Windows search bar at the bottom, we're going to type in add or remove. And the add or remove programs option is displayed. So we're going to click on that. And it will list all of the applications that are installed on your computer. So these are right now sorted by size, which isn't very helpful because we're looking for a particular application name. So let's sort it by name. And the name that we're looking for is Microsoft SQL Server 2014. So they'll be listed in alphabetical order now that we've sorted by name. And here it is, Microsoft SQL Server 2014. You'll see that there's some other Microsoft SQL Server things that are listed. We're looking for the one that only says Microsoft SQL Server 2014, and we're going to press the uninstall button. So it'll tell us that it will be uninstalled, which is what we want. So we're going to press the uninstall button again. We'll press the yes button to continue. And then when it asks if we want to add, repair, or remove, we're going to choose the remove option. If there are other applications installed on your computer that's using SQL, you may see a list here of other choices besides MPC. So just make sure that MPC is the one that is selected in this list if you have more than one listed. So we're going to make sure MPC is selected and we're going to press the next button. Okay, we want to uninstall everything, so we're going to press the select all button. This will check every box that's listed here, and we're going to press the next button. Okay, and now we're ready to remove, so we'll press the remove button, and this will take a few minutes to complete. Okay, SQL Server has finished being uninstalled, so we're going to press the close button. And we can also close the window that lists all of the programs for the add and remove utility. Okay, now we are going to reinstall the child check-in application. So if you purchase the software on a CD, you can put the CD into your CD DVD drive on your computer, navigate there in a File Explorer window, and then you would launch the Setup EXE application. If you purchase the software as a download file, then there's no need to re-download the app or find it somewhere you've placed it for safekeeping, you can just simply go to your File Explorer, go to Local Disk C, and then Program Files x86. There's a folder that should be there called Setup Child Check-in. So if you go there and look for a file called Setup, that is type application. So we're going to double click, choose yes to allow it to make changes to your computer. And then we're going to choose the repair option. Okay, it'll tell us that the computer needs to reboot, so make sure you've saved any thing that's opened, close out of any file windows, and when you press the OK button, your computer will restart. Okay, my computer has rebooted, so I'm going to log in here, and the install will continue on. I'm not going to click on anything. Just as soon as it finishes loading up, then the install will launch automatically. So notice here the message that comes up. It says the Microsoft SQL database install is about to be launched. Please accept the license agreement, but do not make any other changes to the default settings on each screen. So that's very important. We're not going to make any changes except we're accepting the license agreement. So we're going to press the OK button, and it will start the install for SQL Express. Okay, you can press the OK button to choose the default directory for extracting the files, and this will take a minute or two to extract them all. Okay, when the SQL Server setup window appears, then you'll press the I accept the license terms box and press the next button. Okay, it'll do a few rule checks and then it'll move on to feature selection. Everything should already be checked for you, so you just press the next button without making any changes. Okay, it's very important that you don't change the name of the instance. Just leave it as it is here and press the next button. All right, again, I'm not going to make any changes. I'm only going to press next. Okay, and it's very important that the password that's already filled in here and the authentication mode that's already selected isn't changed. We're not going to make any changes, and we're only going to press the next button here. And after that, the install will begin. So this will take several minutes to complete. Okay, so SQL Server has finished being set up, so we're going to press close. We'll notice that the status says succeeded for everything. And once we close it, then you'll be prompted to reboot the computer one more time, so we're going to press OK. And once the computer reboots, type in your password and the install will continue on without having to do anything. It will just automatically start. Okay, so the child check-in install has completed, so we're going to press the finish button. And now when we launch the child check-in application, it should start up without any kind of connection errors. And now we're ready to start using the child check-in application.